What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another video. Welcome to Forza Horizon 4 for today's video, and welcome to another, I guess, part of one of the video series that I'm doing right now on the channel. Kind of going back in time to some of the older DLCs through Forza Horizon's history, and I'm on a very special map. Very, very special map, because I think unanimously everybody thinks that this is they've decided that this is the best DLC to come out for Forza Horizon, and it's because of a very special road. I feel like the whole atmosphere of this is also really, really fun. It's just a good map overall with some really good driving roads, but there's a one very special road which of course changed the game forever, and it's this. It is this little bit of road here, which looks pretty much very similar to something that you could probably find in, you know, the modern Forza Horizon 5 Rally Adventure map even. But this bit of road here, like I said, changed the game forever. Never have we had a road like this in any Forza Horizon before. We had Fujimi Kaido over in Forza Motorsport 4, and then since then we never really had like a mountain pass type of road that we could actually play on. And then they brought it out with this DLC, and just because of this road with the Needle Climb Drift Zone, I think unanimously people have been claiming that this is the best map that they've released so far. It was based on a really, really good game, as in like the basis of the map itself, right? Of course, we're playing on Forza Horizon 4. A lot of people loved Forza Horizon 4, including myself. But obviously we have the driving physics, we have the drift suspension as well in this game. I feel like if they brought it out over in like Forza Horizon 3, for example, without drift suspension, it wouldn't have been as good to drive on. But we have drift suspension, which means extra steering angle, and we can build cars really crazily and try and drift them up and down the mountains and all that sort of stuff. So it's just, it came out at such a right time, and a lot of people adored this map. I want to go over to it and just drive on it, just experience it. I'm in a Rover for whatever reason. I don't even remember changing to this car, but I've changed over to this car at some point. So I was kind of just waiting as well, because this video was supposed to come out you know, a week ago, but I decided to kind of wait for it and wait for this map to kind of clear all of its snow, because it's now in the spring season. We were in the winter season, so there was a lot of snow everywhere, but I wanted to kind of show the beauty of this map the way it's supposed to be shown, and not just fully white and covered in snow, you know? So this little drift zone, this little mountain pass area here, so many people went for scores, so many people just enjoyed doing tandems on it, racing up and down it. It was a fantastic place to bring your car, test it out, just enjoy the car in general. Myself included, I used to always be on this map for testing out drift cars. There's no point of me playing on the main map to test out any sort of drift cars, and that is a big thing, right? Imagine if Forza Horizon 5 came out with just like a crazy map that you could only do a very specific thing on, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. It forces you to literally get this DLC to just be able to, you know, play the game the way you want to play. And that's nuts, right? That's crazy. I mean, that's kind of unheard of, really, from any of the previous games. Like, who would ever go and join, let's say, a Hot Wheels expansion, right? To play specifically on the Hot Wheels expansion, because that's the only place that you can test out cars on properly, or that's the only place that you can do something very specific on for your car, you know, like test out drag racing, test out like what a car is like in a specific situation, right? This map was like that. It was like a testing ground for drift cars. So many people constantly up and down this little mountain, testing out their cars, just driving them, trying to break records, just trying to tandem, just enjoy themselves playing on this, because we just did not have a road like this on the main map. Obviously we do now in Forza Horizon 5, but that's a different game, and that's a different story. But I think still to this day this could be considered as one of the greatest maps that they've released. And to be honest, it wasn't really that different, because if you think about it, we could go back to Forza Horizon 2. We had like Storm Island, you know, that wasn't really that different to this. Maybe a little bit more off-roady than this map, but Storm Island wasn't really that crazy, you know. And then we also had I mean, Blizzard Mountain was different, but Storm Island was, you know, kind of quite similar to this thing. You know, this is basically the same thing, except I think it's got better seasons than just being, you know, stormy all the time. And nighttime is also really beautiful on this, because you have the Aurora Borealis as well. It just is a beautiful map to play on, and honestly super enjoyable. And like I said, I'm pretty sure unanimously everybody you know, can agree that this is the best DLC, the best map that they have ever released. Alright, well, since I've been doing the I guess, you know, the big race on every single one of these maps, I might as well go and try it on this one. I don't even know, honestly, what the best thing to use for this. I mean, we'll have a look and see, obviously, but I don't know what the best car is for all this. I don't know what exactly to be doing here, but the Kraken is the one that's being used here. Obviously, it's using just the main road part of this map. You can see all the upper right side of the map is all off-road sections. Obviously, it's not going to use that. The Leviathan, though, which I'm pretty sure is in this, will end up using pretty much all of it, and it's using some part of the road, but mostly it is using the off-road section. I kind of want to do the Leviathan. It's a little bit different. Let's see what people have been choosing. I might just pick my Hoonigan RS, really. I mean, I can't even check the leaderboards or anything like that. I'm just going to pick my Hoonigan RS. I don't even care. So the Hoonigan RS that I ended up using, obviously is not available to use for this thing, but I do have another one here that's this, which I've used for a bunch of different types of events. I feel like there's other cars as well that I could possibly use for this, but I don't really have a tune for them, or nor do I remember what's the best car to use for stuff like that. So I'm going to use my Hoonigan RS that I have here, built up to S2, which is pretty much the same as the main one, except it's detuned and slightly different tune, but overall it's still pretty much the same thing. It still uses the stock tires, it's still built for off-roading. I don't really know if this is even my tune, but I remember this car being used for something similar to this, right? So as in, like, using it for off-road events, but not really, you know, going full-on balls to the wall for, like, speed zones and speed traps. So let's try and set a lap on the Leviathan with this car. Obviously the whole road section is going to be much slower than some of the other cars, but as soon as we get to the off-road section, it's going to be so much better. I'd rather do this one than doing the Kraken, because the Kraken, I feel like it kind of limits us only to roads. And I feel like this map also had really good off-road sections, like really good ones. I mean, I enjoyed so much all the off-road sections in this game that I even went for like top 1,000 on all of these events multiple times, even getting like first in the world on one of them, and like third or second in the world on another one. Like, it was just, I loved the PR stunts on this map. They were fantastic. Even, right? Even the drift, what's it? The drift story mode. What's it called? I can't remember what it's called. There's a drift story mode on this, and obviously you have like the different chapters, which also have leaderboards. Even on those, I tried to get as high as possible on the leaderboards. That's how much I enjoyed playing on this map and drifting on it and just racing on it and just doing anything on this map. Like, I've done so much stuff on it, it's crazy. And it's nice to, like I said, just revisit it, come back and play it. And this is one of the main things that I really love about this series that I'm doing right now, is I get to come back and play on all these classic, amazing maps. And for people that don't, or like didn't get a chance to even play on these, or they can't play them now because I'm pretty sure they've been removed from the store, or I don't know. I'm pretty sure Forza Horizon 4 has been fully removed from the stores, so you can't buy this anymore. And I'm assuming the DLCs have probably done the same thing. They've just kind of been removed from the store. So I feel like there's an audience out there of people that are watching the videos just so they can kind of see what they really missed out on, unfortunately. So I'm sorry that you guys don't get to experience this. And maybe somehow, some way, if you can get yourself like the Ultimate Edition on like disc, maybe that's the only way you can get it. But I don't really see how you can really get this game brand new anymore. Like, it's just not available to buy brand new. I know I'm waffling right now, but I'm still kind of just figuring out the best route and the best speed to go for all these checkpoints and all these corners and all that sort of stuff. So I think I'm not really doing too bad. This thing is really good though. The Hoonigan RS has always been an absolutely goated car in this game. One of the best cars for off-roading, so I can't really blame the car for not being good or bad or whatever, but I'm just kind of here vibing, trying to take it all in as well, because I will do a second lap of this so I can have a nice rolling start as well. Got some sheep as well in the background. I love that it still keeps the same theme as the main map, you know? It still feels like you're playing Forza Horizon 4 Doesn't feel like you've just jumped off of a different game, then you're playing something else now. Just with the cars from Horizon. You're still playing basically the same game. It's just kind of like an extension of the main map. You're just somewhere else on a little island. Which is exactly what it's supposed to feel like. I don't want to be playing stuff like Hot Wheels or Lego. As fun as and interesting as they were. If I want to play a map, I want to make sure like it's still, like I said, just an extension of the main map and it's not completely different. And this did it really well like that. I feel like I'm doing okay. Even if I just keep this lap without doing any sort of second lap after this, I still think I'm doing okay. I'm slowing down, I feel like, way too much for some of the corners, but I'm kind of scared to just go full pelt. Sometimes I will end up hitting a jump that I don't know that it's there, and I'll probably just end up flying off into the distance. Oh, this is one of my favorite parts to like rally on, I guess. I was gonna say race on, but to rally on. This part here is so much fun. If you can connect all of these corners really well, it's one of the funnest parts of this map. Because you're driving so close to the actual, like, cliffside. Any, like, small movement, anything, if you go a bit too fast, if you clip one of the rocks on the inside, it sends you up in the air, you can immediately just jump into the water. This is what makes this part really, really interesting and exciting. And I love that part. I remember trying to go as fast as possible. I think there's a speed zone here as well, which is hard to, you know, do perfectly fine. But it is a good one though. If you can connect everything, you can turn it into something amazing. And now we're back onto the asphalt again. Back on the old drift zone. The needle climb. Of course I won't have the grip that I need. The grip that a regular car would have with its racing tires. That is okay. I try and keep my speed up as much as I possibly can. Of course, some of the corners I will struggle on. I don't know if this is even like the best tune for this event, but I'm assuming not. I'm assuming this is just a tune that I had for some sort of a rally event on the main map. I'm pretty sure this is kind of what this is built for. Like I said, I don't even remember if this is even my tune. I probably should have just checked, right? If I could just even change tire pressure or anything on it, it would have been my tune. If not, it would be someone else's, but I don't honestly remember. It's been a long time since I've used this specific car. I know the other one, obviously, that's X-Class, that obviously I can't use, is mine and my tune. And that's the car that I used most recently when I came back and revisited the PR stunts that I got, like, first in the world and third in the world or whatever. And I came back with that car, and I think I've adjusted my tune ever so slightly, but I think even with the same tune, I managed to squeeze myself even higher in the world than what I was before. Obviously, I was first before, but I got, you know, I wasn't first after, you know, a while. after a while, as in like a few years. But yeah. Should I try doing another run? Let's do another run. Why not? Alright, where am I in the world? And then I'll select myself. We go again. Top 2%, so I'm nowhere near anything. 45th, never mind. I thought it was a lot lower than why I imagined. So 45th out of 2,598 people. So it's not really that many people that have really done this. I'm gonna select myself as a ghost. I'm gonna try to go faster. I will keep the same car though. 640 to beat. We'll try and smoke it. Let's try and go much faster than that time. I feel like I can do it. There's a lot of corners and a lot of places where I went just a bit too slow. I mean, I obviously needed to go slow because I didn't know the track very well, but we'll go again. This time with a rolling lap as well, so I'm gonna try and not go forward, go backwards, and try to get at least a little bit of a run out of it. I think even just from here is perfectly fine. Yeah, it's good. That is quite good. Let's try and plant my foot down a little bit more. I'm also, I think, going to shut up and concentrate a little bit. Well, it's better than before. I'll tell you that. There you go. It's about 4 seconds better. Almost 5 seconds better than before. I'll take it though. I will take it. I didn't do much better, but the rolling start definitely helped a little bit. Okay. That's not terrible. I'll keep it at that though. I'll keep it at that for today's video. Yeah, I did stay quiet because I kind of wanted to concentrate. I wanted to go just ever so slightly faster than before, obviously, so, you know. I did that. That was it. What are we looking at here? 20k! I'm rich! Alright. Let's back out and have a look at where I am in the world now. Probably for the last time on this game. I don't know if I'm ever going to revisit this event again, but yeah. That's what I'm saying, maybe for the last time. This is going to be our final look at the leaderboards for the Fortune Island expansion. This is probably going to get removed at some point. I don't think they're going to keep the servers running for these, but yeah, let's just have a quick little look and see where I am in the world. Now with that, a little bit faster than before, nothing too crazy. Scroll down, see if I can find myself. There you go, 32nd in the world. I'll take a 32nd. I'll take it. That's not too bad. It's only 2,500 players, so I'm not really like, whoa, it's insane, you know, but it's not that bad. The car is really good. Alright, well, I guess that's it for the Fortune Island expansion. Let me know what you guys think of this map. I mean, like I said, I feel like unanimously this has been rated as probably the best DLC that they've released for Forza. So, I mean, we're not really going to be going back now in time and revisiting any better DLCs, but I will continue to finish the series off as best as I can. I don't think I can do Forza Horizon 1. Because Forza Horizon 1, I had the Xbox One version of it, as in like the kind of, it's not remastered, but like the re-released version of it on the Xbox One, so I don't actually have the original DLC for that. So, I guess we're going as back as Forza Horizon 2, to the best of my knowledge, but yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.